Are you feeling stressed out? This might have something to do with it. We're living in a time when information is so accessible. We're bombarded with news, social media, emails, and more. It can be kind of exhausting.
Yes, it can. And if you are feeling frazzled, frustrated, tired, uninspired by all of it, you are not alone. But you can take control of your well-being through a new program called The Void. Jennifer Dodson is the founder of Feral Yogi. She's a teacher, a writer, a healer. She wants to help all of us with this mental detox. Jennifer, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Yeah, I love it. So tell us a little bit about your backstory in becoming the Feral Yogi.
Okay.
Because you have quite the story.
Thanks. So I was a federal investigator for 10 years, and I investigated various types of businesses, got to interview a ton of witnesses, obviously, during that time. And I just kept seeing common similarities between all of the types of things that people were suffering from, whether you were sitting on one side of the table or the other. We were overloaded, we were frazzled, we were burnt out. And it really started getting me to think, what can I do, even as an investigator, that could help people across the table from me find a little bit more ease so we can actually have a conversation about what's going on behind the scenes. And so I started studying psychosomatic well-being, went on a crazy quest, hiking 15 national parks in like 3 years, and really started coming into the science of the mind, the body, and what I like to call the science of the soul. And so what we do at Feral Yogi is really simple. We want you to live a better life, and not in some far-fetched, high, lofty, esoteric kind of way. We want you to live a better life in measurable and immeasurable ways. And to do that, we use ancient wisdom with modern science to equip you with tools to navigate this crazy world that we all find ourselves in right now.
What a background. I mean, I'm sure most people coming into, say, a yoga session aren't thinking, oh, you used to be a federal investigator. I mean, what a background.
Yeah.
What does the void mean? Well, tell me about this program.
Okay, so the void was created to create almost a safe haven. I like to call it a honeymoon with yourself. It's like the time that you would normally spend consuming. All the time we're consuming headlines, we're consuming social media, we're consuming lyrical music, we're consuming books, podcasts. It's all around us, and it comes at lightning fast speed. So we don't ever get the chance to digest it, to synthesize it, and to unravel who we are from this constant barrage of outside noises and opinions. And so I called it the void because it's like stepping into this beautiful silence, this like loving silence with yourself, to really unravel from what society says you should be and should think and should do, to find out who you actually are in the middle of all of it. And that is something that we do, again, through psychosomatics. So we nourish the mind, we nourish the body, and then we nourish that beautifully wild spirit too.
I love that. So this is really an accessible program for anyone who's feeling these feelings. They can get involved. It's launching soon.
Yeah.
So talk about how it works.
So it launches May 19th. We kick off May 19th, and it is 10 days where you're going to unplug from media consumption. We have 3 check-ins. So the first is like the opening, launching ceremony where we're going to come together, talk about what we want to receive out of this time. We have a mid-challenge check-in, which I'm going to make sure everyone's doing all right in the void. We got to make sure everyone's okay. And then we'll do some EFT tapping, and we'll debrief of what's going on there. And then at the very end, we'll have a closing ceremony. But during that time, you get access to a portal with condition-specific movement practices to help you go through and integrate whatever it is you're experiencing in the void. So let's say you're suffering from anxiety while you're in the void. There's meridian-specific yoga, qigong, natural hacks and tips to help you actually move through that, so you're not just kind of alone in the void whiling out, you know?
The void sounds very isolated,
right?
But it's not. You've got help.
And you can always, like, you can talk to people, you can call them, you can text them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So we can still use our phones occasionally.
You can still use your phones occasionally, but like it's not that mindless, numbing scroll where you're like, where did 5 hours of my life go? And it's like, let's reclaim that. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do with your time?
I think if anyone watching this has ever left the house without their phone and felt, oh my gosh, I have to come back and get that because I just can't live my life, they need this.
Oh, absolutely,
right?
It is. Or if you wake up first thing in the morning and you're like, and you just look at your phone, and then you feel that nervous system just spiraling out of control.
Right.
I mean, not that I've ever felt that, but
there are ways to deal with it.
But there are ways to deal with it, and this will give you tools, and you get lifetime access to this portal. So when you're done with the void, maybe there's a hack or a tip or a movement that really worked for you. You have a library of things that you can go back to and use time and time
It's
again.
yours for the rest of your life.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that so much. And what a great taste, to really try to improve yourself, right? I mean, because we all are living this. I'm getting anxiety thinking about leaving my house without a phone, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's how it works.
All right. So if people want to sign up, what do they need to know?
So if they want to sign up, there's a couple things. You can go to www.feralyogi.com, click on the void, and you can register there. But I created a special code for Fox viewers. So if they want to get $50 off their enrollment, they can just use the code FOX, F-O-X, and they will score $50 off their enrollment. And something that I really value at Feral Yogi, and we've done for years now, is we have something called a Karma Credit Program. And it's for people that are financially unable to even pay a little bit to participate in the program. We sponsor 5 completely free spots for people to come that are low income so that they can take part in some of these really beneficial mental and physical practices as well. So to do that, they would just email me at info@feralyogi.com, say, I need some Karma Credit, baby. And then we'll get you hooked up if there's spots available so you can participate for free.
Perfect.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jen. We appreciate you being here. If you want to sign up, feralyogi.com for all the information. You can also follow her on Instagram, but make sure you use that code $50 off, less than $50 for this to really improve yourself and get rid of that anxiety that comes with all of our technology. We'll be right back.